Kacharava and Akobian navigate the complexities of the French defense Wiener variation retreat variation Armenian line in this Sharjah Masters 2025 group around 7 showdown. On e4. On e6. On d4. On d5 entered in French defense Paulson variation. Knight c3. Bishop b4. On e5. On c5. On a3. Threatening pawn takes b4. Bishop a5 played by Akobian. On b4. Threatening pawn takes a5. Pawn takes d4 played by Akobian. Queen g4. Threatening queen takes g7. King f8 played by Akobian. Knight b5. Threatening pawn takes a5. Bishop b6 played by Akobian. Akobian wants to play. On a6. Knight d6. Bishop c7. On f4. Bishop takes d6. Pawn takes d6. Knight c6. Queen d1. Queen takes d6 and increase their advantage significantly. Bishop b2 played by Kacharava. Kacharava is preparing to play. Knight f3. Knight c6. Bishop d3. On a6. Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes d4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Knight c6 played by Akobian. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight f3 played by Kacharava. Knight ge7. Bishop d3. Knight g6. Akobian is planning to play. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5. Knight takes e5 and take decisive advantage. Queen g3 played by Kacharava. Kacharava intends to play. King castled kingside. On a6. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4. Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Queen h4. Queen takes h4 and increase their advantage significantly. On a6 played by Akobian. Threatening pawn takes b5. Knight takes d4 played by Kacharava. Knight takes d4. Knight takes d4. Queen h4. Queen e3. It is novelty move. Kacharava is aiming to play. Knight takes e6 check. Bishop takes e6. Queen takes b6 and take decisive advantage. King g8 played by Akobian. On g3. Threatening pawn takes h4. Queen h5 played by Akobian. Akobian is preparing to play. Queen takes e5. Queen takes e5. Knight takes e5 and dominate the board. On f4 played by Kacharava. Knight e7. Bishop e2. Threatening bishop takes h5. Queen g6 played by Akobian. King castled queenside. Bishop d7. On g4. Rook c8. Threatening bishop takes d4. Rook d2 played by Kacharava. Kacharava considers playing. Rook g1. Queen e4. Queen g3. Bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4. On h5. Bishop c5 and dominate the board. Bishop b5 played by Akobian. Akobian is preparing to play. Bishop takes e2. Queen takes e2. On h5. Rook g1. Bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4. Pawn takes g4 and gain a significant edge. Bishop f3 played by Kacharava. Bishop a4. Threatening bishop takes d4. Queen f2 played by Kacharava. Kacharava is looking to play. King b1. Pawn h5. Pawn f5. Queen h6. Pawn takes e6. Pawn takes e6. Pawn takes h5 and gain a significant edge. Pawn h5 played by Akobian. Threatening pawn takes g4. Pawn takes h5 played by Kacharava. Queen h6. Threatening queen takes f4. Bishop d1 played by Kacharava. King h7. Queen f3. Bishop takes d4. Bishop takes d4. Knight f5. Akobian is looking to play. Rook c4. Bishop b2. Rook takes f4 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop c5 played by Kacharava. Rook c6. Queen f2. Rook hc8. Rook g1. King h8. Rook g5. Queen h7. King b2. Pawn a5. Pause the video and find the best move for Kacharava. Pawn h6 is the right idea because pawn g6. Rook takes f5. Pawn takes b4. Bishop takes b4. Pawn takes f5. Queen a7 position is equal shifting to the main line. Pawn a5. Queen g1 slightly worse move played by Kacharava. Pawn takes b4. Pawn takes b4. Pawn b6. Threatening pawn takes c5. Bishop takes b6 played by Kacharava. Bishop takes c2. Rook takes c2. Rook takes c2 check. Bishop takes c2. Rook takes c2 check. King b3. Rook c4. Akobian's idea is to play knight d4 check. Queen takes d4. Queen c2 check. King a3. Rook takes d4. Bishop takes d4. Queen d3 check. King a4. Queen takes d4 and establish a winning position. Queen d1 played by Kacharava. Rook takes f4. Rook g2. Queen h6. Queen d2. Rook f3 check. King a4. Queen takes h5. Bishop c5. Queen h3. Pawn b5. Rook c3. Threatening rook takes c5. Bishop b4 played by Kacharava. Threatening bishop takes c3. Rook c8 played by Akobian. Akobian is aiming to play rook a8 check. Bishop a5. Knight e3. Rook g3. Queen h4 check. Queen b4. Knight c4 and gain a significant edge. Pawn b6 played by Kacharava. Rook b8. Threatening rook takes b6. Bishop c5 played by Kacharava. On d4. Rook f2. Rook a8 check. King b5. Queen b3 check. Queen b4. Threatening queen takes b3. Queen d5 played by Akobian. Rook takes f5. Queen d7 check. King c4. On takes f5. King d3. On f4. Queen takes d4. Queen b5 check. Queen c4. Queen b1 check. King c3. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Akobian? Rook a2 is logical continuation as Queen d3. Queen c1 check. King d4. Rook d2. Queen takes d2. Queen takes d2 check. Akobian have small advantage. Let's go to the main game. King c3. Queen e1 check. Slightly worse move played by Akobian. King d4. On f3. Akobian is planning to play. On f2. On b7. Rook d8 check. Bishop d6. On promotes to queen at f1. Queen takes f1. Queen takes f1. On promotes to queen at b8. Queen f2 check, and establish a winning position. Bishop d6 played by Kacharava. Queen f2 check. King c3. Queen takes b6. Pause the video and find the best move for Kacharava. King d3 is a strong choice, since Queen b1 check. King e3. On f2. King takes f2. Rook a2 check. King e3. Still Kacharava is losing. Let's analyze the main variation. Queen takes b6. Queen takes f7. Slightly worse move played by Kacharava. Queen e3 check. Take a moment to spot the best move for Kacharava. King c4 is best move here, because on f2. On e6. Rook c8 check. King d5. Queen d2 check. King e5. Still Kacharava is losing. Let's go to the main game. Queen e3 check. King b4. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Akobian. Queen a3 check is logical continuation as King b5. Queen a4 check. King b6. Rook a6 check. King c7. Rook a7 check. Akobian have small advantage. Let's explore the main variation. King b4 is not the best move played by Kacharava. On f2 is not the best move played by Akobian. On e6. Queen d4 check. Take a moment to spot the best move for Kacharava. King b3 is the right idea because Queen d3 check. King b2. On promotes to queen at f1. Queen takes f1. Queen takes f1. Bishop b4. Still Kacharava is losing. Let's proceed to the main game. Queen d4 check. King b5. Pause the video and find the best move for Akobian. Queen d5 check is logical continuation as King b4. Queen takes d6 check. King b5. Pawn promotes to queen at f1 check. Queen takes f1. Queen a6 check. Akobian have small advantage. Let's analyze the main game. King b5 is a major oversight. Played by Kacharava. Queen d3 check. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Kacharava. King c5 is a strong choice, since rook a5 check. King c6. Queen d5 check. King c7. Rook a7 check. King b6. Still Kacharava is losing. Let's go to the main line. Queen d3 check could lead to immediate trouble. Played by Akobian. King c6 is not the best move. Played by Kacharava. Pawn promotes to queen at f1. A tough loss for Kacharava, who resigned under pressure.